Hello, my most amazing artist. Today we're going to be working on a cat in the hat project. We're going to draw our cute little cat in the hat, and we're going to be creating a background. So what you're going to need today is a pencil, a black and a red crayon, and a piece of copy paper and a piece of art paper. And get your copy paper, and we are going to do a directed drawing of our cat in the hat. So what I want you to do is kind of put your finger in the middle, maybe a little bit below the middle, and we are going to draw two lines that sort of come down to where your finger is and connect. That's going to be our cat in the hat's hat. And we're going to draw some stripes. We want them pretty thick, not too thin. And I kind of curve them up just slightly like a rainbow. All right, that is our first step. Now, right underneath the hat, we are going to draw almost like an M shape or a bird. Okay, so it doesn't touch the hat line, but it's right there underneath. That's going to be the top of his head. Okay, and then we will draw a line that comes down like a U, and his eyes are going to be closed, and so you can give them some eyelashes. And above this U line for the eye and below this line for the head, we're going to draw some little eyebrows. Okay, now between the two eyes, a little bit lower, we're going to add a nose and a little line that comes down. And then we will add a mouth. Okay, now we're going to draw the shape of his face. So right over here where the mouth is, we're going to bring a curved line that goes around, and then bring that up to the eye line. Okay, and on this side, we're going to do something similar. So we're going to bring a line that kind of curves around the mouth and then goes up to the eyebrow line, or the line above the eye. Then the cat in the hat has a really skinny neck. So we're going to bring his neck down and make it really skinny, and we're going to add his bow tie. And it's okay for that to be right at the bottom of the paper. Okay? It's like a little circle in the middle and two little bows. All right, now we need to add his ears. So each side, if I look right here where the eyebrow is, I'm going to start about there and just do a little ear. And look, this is the shaded part of his ear. So I did a line kind of in the middle and the shaded part of his ear. And then the same thing over here. So we're going to kind of go up and down. And this one you can do a little loop, or just decide how you want to do it. You could do it the same. I don't really like mine, so I'm going to fix it a little bit. I think I want it to look kind of like this. And then this is the shaded part. And now the last thing that we need to do is the brim of his hat. So we're going to come out. Look, his ear is over the brim of the hat there. And we'll come out. Now we're going to trace every pencil line with a black crayon. And then get your red crayon out to color in the red, which are just every other stripe. So this is the same thing. It's an A-B pattern. So we did blue, green, or whatever color you decide to do. And his hat is red, white, red, white, red. Okay, so you're going to color those in, and his bow is red, but his face is white, and we're going to add some detail. So if you notice on mine, I have all these little black lines. And the reason I did that is because if you look at Dr. Seuss's artwork, he has all of these black lines in all of his artwork. So you see it on the door there. You see it on the cat in the hat. It's like shading to show you like where something is darker and something is lighter. And that is a big part of Dr. Seuss's style. So we are going to add some shading with our black crayon. Now let's create the background. I will be providing you with these paint sticks. If you're at home, you could paint this, the background, or you could use markers. You can use any supplies that you have it on hand. But I want you to pick 2 colors. So I did an A-B pattern of yellow stripes, orange stripes, yellow stripes, orange stripes. And we're going to create a pattern. And then these dry really quickly. That's why we're going to be using these in the art room today. If you're at home and you paint yours, that's totally fine. You'll just have to give it a little bit more drying time. So let's see. I think on this one, I'm going to do green and blue. You are just going to create a pattern of stripes. So I did green stripes and then added blue stripes and then cleaned it up a bit. Okay, now you're going to set this aside. Now I'm going to cut him out and glue him to my background paper. Okay, I'm almost done cutting out. One thing I wanted to point out is that we don't want to cut the black outline off. We want to cut on the edge or the outside of the black outline. So if you notice, I'm not cutting, my scissors are not touching the black outline. They're leaving a little bit of a white space between. I'm going to get that out of my way there. This little bow is hard to cut out, so be careful when you get around his bow. Try not to cut it off. And just move your paper to help you cut. Okay, I'm going to throw all my scrap paper in the garbage can. Remember, every group has a garbage can. And I'm going to glue him on. Oh, I love the blue and green. That really stands out. So I'm going to flip my cat in the hat over. I'm not going to flip it over on this because if I did that and some of that paint was still wet, he would have blue and green stripes. So I'm going to flip him over on the messy mat, roll my glue stick up, and remember, I want you, my glue stick's almost out, I want you to outline him. You do not need to put glue over his entire body or face or hat. This is running out. Okay, so outline them. Put an X in the middle. And glue them down and just massage them. And there you go. So amazing. Have fun.